Prince Harry is planning a shameless return to the UK in 2026, raising eyebrows as speculation grows about his intentions to sow the seeds for a semi-permanent move back to his homeland. Has this once-beloved prince finally hit his breaking point? What does this emerging narrative say about Harry, who once stood at the center of royal glamour and charm? The story that unfolded with Harry and Meghan, filled with intrigue and fascination, now raises a multitude of questions. The couple, once the darlings of the public eye, seems to be grappling with the consequences of their actions, inviting us to examine what went wrong in the fairy tale that captivated millions around the world. In 2018, the world watched in awe as Harry and Meghan exchanged vows in a spectacular, star-studded wedding that was touted as the royal wedding of the century. It celebrated a modern fairy tale, breaking centuries-old conventions and capturing the essence of a new era for the monarchy. However, the excitement surrounding their union began to wane as controversies surfaced. From accusations of bullying to claims of racism and a series of public spats, the couple's journey has taken a turn that many could not have anticipated. What was once seen as groundbreaking now appears to be a source of turmoil within the royal family, and the stark contrast from their initial appeal raises critical questions about the essence of their relationship and its impact on the British public. Harry's recent has sparked considerable discussion, particularly due to his reflections on British identity and nostalgia. In a heartfelt piece aimed at highlighting what he cherishes about Britain, he expresses emotions that many feel represent a longing for his roots. This dramatic shift in his tone indicates an internal struggle that may suggest he wishes to reconcile with his past. Critics have noted the irony in Harry's situation, as his earlier comments about missing the UK were dismissive at best. This newfound sentimental connection has led observers to hypothesize that he may be yearning for the simpler joys and familiar comforts of his upbringing, even raising alarms about his mental state. Could this be a subtle cry for help from a man feeling overwhelmed by the weight of his choices? The fallout from Harry and Meghan's decision to step back from royal duties, commonly referred to as Megxit, sent shockwaves through the British monarchy. When they announced their desire for greater independence and financial autonomy, it triggered a media frenzy and an intense public backlash. Rather than simply stepping back, Harry and Meghan's actions were perceived as a direct challenge to an institution that has stood for centuries. The ensuing chaos was not just a reaction to their departure, but stemmed from a deeper sense of betrayal felt by many loyalists. As public figures, they became lightning rods for criticism, and the tabloid frenzy surrounding them showcased a society grappling with the complexities of modern monarchy, race, and privilege. The desire for a peaceful life, echoing through their statements, painted a complicated picture, one that left the public divided, sympathizing with their plight while questioning their motives. Since joining the royal family, Meghan has found herself at the epicenter of a media whirlwind that has not always been favorable. Her scandals, often exaggerated and sensationalized by the press, have fueled public outcry and backlash, reflecting broader societal tensions. This treatment has, in many ways, been unprecedented, with narratives built on both her background and behavior. The scrutiny intensified after stepping into royal duties, igniting a fierce debate about race, privilege, and the relentless nature of the British press. Critics misinterpreted Meghan's efforts to modernize the monarchy, portraying her as a divisive figure, while the couple's attempts to challenge conventions were met with rigid resistance. The public's perception of these events has only further complicated the narrative, as Harry faces the dual challenge of defending his wife while navigating his complex relationship with the institution he once represented. As rumors swirl about Harry's mental state, expert opinions have emerged, suggesting that the prince may be grappling with significant emotional distress. The language he uses in recent statements has raised eyebrows, leading many to speculate about his well-being. Commentators have noted that phrases indicating a longing for Britain may symbolize deeper struggles, suggesting that the burdens of his past are weighing heavily on him. The juxtaposition of his carefree lifestyle in California and his nostalgic reflections on his British identity paints a complex picture of a man caught between two worlds. While some observers empathize, others see this as a sign of unraveling, questioning whether the pressures of life outside the royal spotlight are taking their toll on Harry. Could this express a significant alteration in his mental health, prompting him to reconsider his choices and their impact on his identity? As the couple's brand faces mounting challenges, the landscape of their professional endeavors appears increasingly uncertain. Projects in collaboration with streaming giants like Spotify and Netflix have delivered mixed results, with the public gradually losing interest in their narrative. Critics argue that instead of reclaiming their relevance, they are witnessing a decline that mirrors the complexity of their personal lives. New ventures have struggled to resonate, and the once vibrant buzz surrounding them has quietly dwindled. Harry and Meghan's efforts to carve out a new identity in America now raise pressing questions. Is there a path forward for them, or are they simply chasing a past that no longer aligns with their current reality? If Harry truly longs for a return, could it signal a rekindling of his role in the royal fold, or has the damage been too profound to mend? In the wake of their departure from royal duties, Harry and Meghan have crafted a brand centered on advocacy, mental health, and social justice. While this strategy initially garnered significant support, the reception has shifted. Observers note that the couple's approach to personal branding often feels inconsistent, born from a desire to balance celebrity status with meaningful activism. This precarious balancing act has drawn skepticism from both supporters and detractors alike. As they grapple with maintaining relevance in a saturated media landscape, the challenges of their positioning complicate efforts to genuinely connect with audiences. Critics argue that without a clear and purposeful narrative, their attempts at advocacy risk feeling hollow or disingenuous, leading to further scrutiny. The stakes are high as they navigate this delicate phase, raising the question of whether they can reinvent themselves while dealing with the lingering ramifications of their past choices. The cultural impact of Harry and Meghan's story extends beyond royal drama. It reflects broader societal issues, including race, privilege, and the role of modern celebrity. Their experiences reveal an evolving cultural landscape wherein public figures are held accountable for their actions amidst the complexities of a polarized society. Discussions surrounding their narrative have sparked conversations about the media's role in shaping perceptions, often highlighting biases that may perpetuate historic injustices. As they attempt to break down barriers, Harry and Meghan's journey serves as a catalyst for discussions about race and representation within the royal family and the broader public. It's a reflection of changing societal norms, one that compels audiences to engage critically with themes of privilege and responsibility in the public sphere, and whether their roles can genuinely contribute to the dialogue going forward. Public sentiment toward Harry and Meghan continues to fluctuate, frequently driven by the narrative shaped by the media. While some fans advocate for their right to carve their own path, others express frustration over perceived contradictions in their messaging, especially regarding privacy versus public engagement. As their relevance diminishes, questions arise about what their future holds. Could there be room for a royal reconciliation? Or will their past grievances weigh too heavily on any potential return? Critics contend that the scars from their public confrontations with the royal family may linger, complicating the prospect of acceptance upon re-entry. The journey ahead for the couple will be closely scrutinized. They must navigate the delicate balance of restoring their image while staying true to the autonomy they sought in the first place. Ultimately, the legacy of Harry and Meghan will be defined by their contributions, challenges, and the lessons garnered along the way. Their journey from royal darlings to controversial figures illustrates the complexities of navigating societal expectations and personal identity. Regardless of their future, they have undoubtedly reshaped discussions around modern monarchy and the intricacies of personal choice in the public eye. As they continue to evolve, it will be crucial for them to reflect on what their story means, not just for themselves, but for those who look to them as symbols of change. Will they emerge stronger and more united, or will their journey serve as a cautionary tale about the perils of fame and privilege? The world watches eagerly to see how this saga will unfold. As Prince Harry contemplates his return to the UK, the narrative surrounding him weaves a complex tapestry of love, longing, and the remnants of a dream now frayed. The journey from noble prince to a man battling inner turmoil represents more than just personal strife. It's a reflection of evolving identities and societal norms. Is it too late for Harry to reclaim his place, or has the damage already been done? The essay, Awkward Interactions, and Visible Distress paint a poignant picture of a man in flux. Whatever the future holds, one thing remains certain. Prince Harry is no longer the same man he was 7 years ago, and his next steps might forever alter the course of his life, and perhaps the royal family itself.